Fairy Tail episode 171 review. First, let's talk about the cancellation or the temporary postponement of the anime part of it. Okay, let me go ahead and read this real quick. Fairy Tail ends on March 30th, 2013. The anime, as unveiled on an unidentified magazine, the 4-year animated series of Fairy Tail will end on March 30th, 2013. The time slot would be taken by Taken Drillin', and that will air on 10:30 a.m. 9 General Standard Mountain Time, starting from April 6, 2013. I'll have this linked. Also, I'm going to link ForneverWorld and Nerdy 101. He's got some interesting takes on Fairy Tail. So I'm going to link those two videos and then this article right here, so that you can see and make up your own mind. Also, according to what ForneverWorld said, is that Hiro on his Twitter said that he had some kind of big announcement. Now, what all this means, I don't know. I think the important thing for all Fairy Tail fans right now, myself included, is to just wait. I mean, don't panic. There's nothing about the series getting canceled. Maybe it's going to reach its conclusion, but as Nerdy 101 pointed out, the anime and the manga are very close in release, and they're going to have to start putting out a whole bunch of filler. And maybe they decided not to do a whole bunch of filler. So instead of having to do a whole season of filler, they just put in something else in that time slot. So that could be what's going on. They'll simply start it up later. But we don't have all the information, so I would just not panic too much about it. But like anything in life, enjoy it while it's there. So, having said that, the articles, everything, the 2 videos from Nerdy 101 for ForneverWorld, I'm going to link down below. You can go take a look at that and see what you think. Alright, now, as far as 171, it was pretty enjoyable. Okay, it was very fairy tale-ish. And I enjoyed the first part of it. The part of it, and this gets you kind of nostalgic, you know, they're all having fun. It's another part I really like about the series. They tend to... The humor and the fun, the interaction between... Hiro does a really good job of the interaction between the different characters, which a lot of animes don't do as well, at least the ones that I'm familiar with. So, really enjoyed it. It's, like I say, it's great. You know, love it. Love the beginning of it. It never feels like filler. Even when Miliana is interacting with Riley, you know, the rather larger Mermaid Heel member. That's even entertaining. I enjoyed that. So anyway, we get to the fight, and the whole thing, Juvia should win, but then you think Minerva's abilities are actually so much further, okay, than everyone else's. I mean, she's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, that's kind of getting ahead of herself. So the whole way that she loses, she gray zones out and falls out of the water. You know, the whole thing with her and Gray, I have to be honest, I've already mentioned it, but anyway. And what I'm finding shocking, but I did enjoy it for a while, but it's like a joke. At a certain point, it's like it's not funny anymore. And the whole thing between Elfman and Evergreen, I didn't like it. I just didn't care for her character, but even now it's starting, you know, to get to where that's actually kind of getting interesting. So I mean, maybe it's the conflict between them and resolving it is more interesting than you know, the whole Juvia thing. But anyway, moving past that, the fight itself is actually pretty good, and so Minerva does what she does. The Hiro's got awesome female characters. He does. So, I mean, really, where else do you get this many top-end female characters in one anime? It's just incredible. So she does what she does best. She lets the other opponents knock themselves out, which happens, right? Juvia and Aquarius and all this, so that gets done. And then the whole thing, and then, you know, Juvia getting drizzled. And the whole thing with Lucy and her keys, you know... But then again, that kind of resolves itself because some of them can kind of come and go as they please. So Hiro's kind of got that worked out. It's kind of gimmicky, but at least it makes sense on some kind of level. Or maybe I'm just being a big Fairy Tail fan, being really forgiving. Maybe both those things. So, so what do you think? So anyway, the very end, Minerva's cruelty, right? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. She's a villain. She's such a horrible villain. I just don't want her to die. You know what I mean? I just don't want her to go away, because she's just such a words, you know, that you could put in there. So she's an awesome, awesome villain. But anyway, that's going to be it. Once again, the whole thing on the animated series. What I really want to say on that, and what I think a lot of people that aren't fairy tale fans don't understand about this, is Naruto. I'm probably 100% or 99.9% of the people on this channel are Naruto fans. So the thing is the manga, okay, is much more enjoyable for the most part than the anime. That's what I get. A lot of people just don't watch the anime in comparison. Fairy tale is actually the opposite. Okay, I think much more. I think people really enjoy them both pretty equally, or actually enjoy the anime more, is what I'm guessing. You know, they don't watch one. I don't think there's the big difference as there is in Naruto, where you have so many people that read it and then simply don't watch it on the anime. I think pretty much most people watch it on the anime fairy tale, because really it's written and drawn. It works out so much better in the anime. Okay, it simply just does. So I think a lot of people don't really realize that this is actually a pretty big blow. But we were going to end up getting filler anyhow. So I don't know how you would have thought about. Maybe you would have preferred filler. I think a lot of fans probably would have preferred filler. But after the whole Naruto filler stuff, the end of last year, which I'm not going to go off on, you know, I mean, having one good filler episode, well, I guess I am going off on it, you know, per like 10 or whatever. So anyway, I kind of could skip the filler if they're going to bring back, as long as they're going to bring back the series whenever they get enough space between the manga and it to where they can bring it back, which I couldn't imagine that they're not. Also, it's a popular series. It's going to turn into a long video. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Go ahead and do this, and then just finish this up. Okay. All we can do as fans is wait, get the information. Hopefully everything will turn out okay. I'm still enjoying it. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you think about it. Anybody can be an anime fan. Anybody can be a fairy tale fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.